Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Western Governors University. This commencement is taking place at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 74th commencement for Western Governors University. Graduates, families, and friends, thank you for joining us as we celebrate this special occasion. Our ceremony is being recorded and streamed live over the internet. A special welcome to all of our online participants joining us across the country and around the world. Please silence your cell phones, but keep them nearby, as there will be an opportunity later in the program to share your achievement on social media. Please stand for the processional and remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, Night Owls. Who's ready to graduate today? Please have a seat. My name is Tonya Drake, and I am the Chancellor for WGU Washington. And it is my honor to welcome you to the 2019 WGU Bachelor's Commencement Ceremony here in Seattle. Please give it up one more time for Lori Finch from Richland, Washington, who did a beautiful job at our national anthem. Lori is graduating with her Bachelor of Science degree in Business Human Resources Management. Beautiful job, Lori. Welcome to our honored graduates. Congratulations on completing one of life's greatest accomplishments, a higher education degree. We would also like to welcome the friends, the family members, and graduates who are joining us via our live webcast. Give them a wave. We would also like to take a moment to extend our very best thoughts to those who are on the East Coast being affected by Hurricane Dorian. We send out our wonderful thoughts for their safety. I identify as First Nations, and in the States, it's Native American. My father is Cowichan from Vancouver Island. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge and honor the Duwamish people for whom which their ancestral lands are in the stadium that we stand in today. I honor them. Let me also welcome our president, Scott Pulsipher, as well as my colleagues from our leadership across the university and our advisory board member and trustee who are joining me here on stage. Oh yes, please give them. Graduates, today marks a game-changing moment in your life. I will ask you to lift your gaze and maybe gaze behind you and just take this moment to look around and acknowledge all the friends and family who are here in support of you and all of your accomplishments. Please give them a round of applause for all of their support. At WGU, we often have family members graduating together. Today, we ask family members who are graduating together to stand and be recognized. What a special occasion to see these families share this moment together. WGU is honored year after year to be recognized as a military-friendly university. Today we would like to ask those who are military graduating students who are in the active duty, reservists, veterans, National Guard, or a spouse of a military duty member to please stand and be recognized. We thank you for your service. If our students and alumni are the lifeblood of this institution, then our faculty and staff are its heart. With you today are many of our WGU faculty and employees. Let me ask them to stand, and graduates, please give them a big round of applause for all the support and commitment they have provided to you. More than 20 years ago, WGU enrolled our first student. The university now has over 154,000 graduates. Today, more than 1,450 graduates are joining us at today's two ceremonies. Among you, over 750 will be earning your bachelor's degree this afternoon, and almost 7 have earned their master's degree at our morning ceremony. I'm excited to inform you that today is a groundbreaking day for our university, as we have set the record for the largest commencement in our university's history. Let me share a few facts about our graduating class. You represent 43 states as well as Canada, and more than 1,000 of you are from the state of Washington. "39% of you are like myself. You're the first person in your family to receive a college degree. I extend a special congratulations to you. Your average age is 38, and 68% of you are women. On average, you completed your undergraduate program in 2 years and 4 months. Amazing. Many of you juggle work, family, and whatever else life has to throw at you. But now you're a WGU grad, and you look at life and you say, what else do you got? Today, commencement marks a rite of passage to acknowledge your intellectual accomplishments. You join only 33% of U.S. residents who hold a bachelor's degree. This sets the stage for the rest of your life, and much will be expected of you on your life's journey. We ask you to embrace those expectations and to engage in leadership roles, but mostly to enjoy creating a better world for generations to come with your higher education degree from WGU. On behalf of our entire university, thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. We are proud of you and know that greater things await a new kind of you. Congratulations to the class of 2019. All right, sit back and be ready to smile. I was really excited to hear our keynote speaker, and I was laughing so hard I was crying this morning. He is so fantastic. I am excited to introduce our keynote speaker today, Sekou Andrews. A week in the life of Sekou Andrews could find him keynoting at leadership conferences, holding a global branding messaging, or even performing for the former President Barack Obama, wait for it, in Oprah Winfrey's backyard. But I'm pretty sure his favorite venue is going to be right here in T-Mobile Park for WGU graduates, yes. This school teacher turned national poet slam champion has become the world's leading voice in poetic voice, a type of speaker and artist who blends inspirational speaking with spoken word poetry to electrify the messages of global organizations such as Google, Toyota, Nike, and PayPal. Sekou also trains speakers to unlock their own stage might using rock star performance techniques. He does more than inspire us with his story. He inspires us with our story. Please give a big WGU welcome to Sekou Andrews.
Okay. This is how WGU does it, huh? Oh, we just rocking stadiums these days. That's what y'all doing? Huh? You just filling up stadiums? Okay. I like it. All right. Let's get it started. I think this is the traditional place to be, right? This is the place, the traditional place where commencement speakers deliver their commencement speech in a very traditional way, right? So I'm going to start here in the very traditional way, and then true to the night owl spirit, we will see what happens. Because if you came here looking for your whole life is ahead of you type speech, if you were getting ready to hear the world is yours for the taking speech, or the world is waiting for you to begin speech, you have come to the wrong place. Yeah, you might as well go ahead and check Facebook, or hit the bathroom, play Fortnite or something, because this speech is not for you. No, this is not the world is yours for the taking speech. This is you have not only already taken the world, you purchased the deed on it, put a mortgage on it, raised a couple kids on it, put a ring on it, and paid the taxes. Please. You have already taken the world by storm, so this here degree is simply your proof of purchase. Call it your bachelor's receipts. This is not you are young. Well, except for one of you, and you know who you are. It is not you are young, talented, and facing your truth speech. This is you are grown, grinded, and got stuff to do speech. You are already in hot pursuit speech. You finally got no excuse speech. Because we are all full of excuses until we find something that works, right? You know how it is, right? We keep saying, oh, I would totally lose 20 pounds if I could, just work out from home. Until we meet a trainer who says, fine, I'll meet you at your place, 6 a.m., be dressed. You're like, 6 a.m.? Really? Not 9:30? I mean, we love repeating, oh, I would totally save more money, if I wasn't so in debt. Until a credit counselor helps us live off less, like a game of rock, credit card, scissors. Eventually, something comes along that removes all of our excuses. Like, I would totally get my degree if I could set my own hours. Boom, here's TaskStream, log in. I would totally finish school if there was a way to do it from home. Boom, here's a project you can do in your pajamas, log in. And if I could take classes at night, coffee it up, log in. And if I could finish in 18 months, start your clock now, log in. And if I got competency units from my job, you work it, we count it, now log in and start the run and don't stop until the goal is won. See this here? This is not, I'm here thanks to academic advisors, professors, and graders. No, this is, I'm here thanks to tech support, course instructors, and evaluators. Thanks to my program mentor who's at my side till the end. What? And even when she calls and I'm not quite ready, so the voicemail I send, she calls again to help me create my version of the word win. This is why this speech is not a, you have spent the past 4 years dutifully striving each semester toward your degree. No, this is a, I don't even know what a semester is. What are these things, right? This is a, I earned this degree in half the time with double the course load and twice the GPA at half the cost speech. This faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2019, this is the world had the nerve to try to tell you what it knows you cannot do, and you look back at the world all confused, and all that came out was, psh, who? Y'all didn't know I speak a little night owl, did you? Oh yeah, I'm fluent. I'm fluent in night owl, yeah. Because we all know the sound that most species of owl make, right? It's hoo, hoo. Nah, but the sound that WGU night owls make is psh, hoo. As in, when you stand face pressed against the dark of night and the world says, you know, it's statistically unlikely with your maturity and your responsibilities that you will ever find your way through this darkness to a degree, the night owl says, psh, who? You must not be talking about me. Right? Because the fire in me has burned bright enough to light my path through raising 4 kids or surviving 3 hurricanes or serving 2 tours and enjoying 1 heaven of a life. So as far as I'm concerned, I am the light at the end of the tunnel. See, you all are not your average students, which is why this is not your average commencement day celebration. It's not, right? It's why we're not doing the traditional thing, because y'all don't do the traditional thing, even what you're wearing. These are not your average commencement day gowns, right? The ones, you know, that are all pristine and unblemished. No, that's not how y'all do it, right? Your gown has a little dish soap and some sauce stains from all the nights that you came home after work to find a raggedy pot of hamburger helper on the stove and a mostly clean kitchen, courtesy of your loving son and husband who are stepping up their chore game so that you can get right to your coursework and get that business degree, right? Your gown. Oh, your gown has camouflage fatigue stitched into the lining from the many nights you spent faithfully serving your country that sometimes felt like a cakewalk compared to surviving the battlefield of clinical microbiology and being 400 in the queue. Are you kidding me? 400? I won't be alive by then. We are each robed in the gowns that tell our story as we congregate today, even me. See, this is not your average day, your average commencement day speech, because this here, in case you haven't noticed, is not your average commencement day speaker. No, this is poetic voice. And most of you, I know, you don't even know what that means, but that didn't stop me from creating it. Poetic voice is simply the seamless integration of inspirational speaking with spoken word poetry. And the seamless part is the critical part. It's not just speak and then perform and then speak. It's, I can't tell when the storytelling ends and the comedy begins, the poetry ends, the business content begins. It's the seamless part that throws the world off. That's the part the world can't understand, because the world wants us to live in the world of or. But we're allergic to the word or. All we know is and, right? So we get confused when they ask me questions like, you know, are you a speaker or an entertainer? And I don't know what to say, but yes. No, you misunderstand. Are you a presenter or a performer? Yes. Now, are you business content or are you artistry? You nailed it. Yes. And you guys know what I'm talking about, because y'all been dealing with the same questions, right? Are you going to go straight to college from high school or get a job? Yes. Are you going to serve your country or go to college? Yes. Are you going to be a husband for your spouse or be a college graduate in your house? Yes. Make dinner for your kids or make partner at your firm? Yes. Be a parent to your kids or be an example to your kids? Yes. Because you can't do both, is what they will try to tell you. And when they do, that's when we respond in the true night owl fashion with psh. Who? And I've been doing it, that's why I'm telling you I speak a little night owl, because I've been saying that since the beginning of my career. Right, ever since I quit my last job that I ever had as a fifth grade elementary school teacher. Shout out to all the educators in the house. Where you at? Shout out to all the future educators. It's the hardest job to do and the hardest job to leave, but I knew that I was destined for something else, and so I stopped and I quit my job to do poetry full time, and everyone was like, oh, you'll never make it as a poet full time making money. And I was like, phew, that was 17 years ago. And since then, I have never missed a day of rent with poetry, paid all my mortgages with poetry, all of everything I have with poetry, got my wife with poetry. They were like, you'll never make it in business, maybe at our holiday party, but not at our business meetings with poetry. And now Forbes magazine calls me the poet laureate of corporate America, and I have Fortune 500 clients every day on my client roster. They were like, you'll never be successful as a poet. And I built a successful communication company built off the word poetry and poetic voice. And when I sign my tax returns every year under occupation, I put the world's leading poetic voice, comma, who? I've never been afraid to keep stepping, just like you, to keep stepping into those uncharted spaces, to keep making the world eat their words. That's the beauty of where you're sitting right now. And that continues. You just, they say commencements are the end of something and the beginning of the next thing. You're simply beginning your next foray into your next uncharted space now. And that's exciting. It's exciting for me too. I'm actually continuing to my next uncharted space. Since I'm just here with just me and like 7,000 of my closest family and friends, can I just share a secret with y'all real quick? Just a little bit of excitement for me. I've lived my life trying to create the legacy of creating a commercially viable art form for spoken word, an industry for the art form of spoken word, whereby young poets can have a purposeful and a profitable living off of their art form. And that's always in the face of people saying poetry doesn't belong. And that includes the music industry. The spoken word Grammy never goes to spoken word poets. It always goes to audiobooks. And I think that's about to change, because this past Tuesday, I just released an album of my spoken word poetry with a symphony orchestra from Europe, and we submitted for the Grammy. And if I have your support and your pursues and all of your energy out there, I might just be the first contemporary spoken word poet to get the spoken word Grammy. Can I get some love on that? And if it sounds like I got something to prove, I do. Just like you did. When your boss said, oh, you think you're promotion material? Prove it. Just like your kids did when they said, oh, so you think a degree is achievable for me? Well, you prove it. When the statistics said, oh, you think you can be the exception to our rules? Well, the proof is in the pudding, which is why when you hear your name echo through these loudspeakers today, I want you to step into these aisles like they are pudding fashion runways. You better strut through this room looking like homemade, fresh out the pot tapioca pudding. Huh? When you walk across this stage past us, you better stride past us looking like grandmama's banana pudding, you know, with the good bananas, none of the brown bananas, okay? If you are a graduate online at home, get up and swagger walk around your living room looking like Louisiana bread pudding with Mexican chocolate topped with caramelized bananas and vanilla bourbon sauce. And I say walk past us looking like pudding, but I'm sad to say this is actually the first commencement speech I've ever given where I unfortunately will not be able to stay sitting next to this gorgeous, dapper gentleman right here, Scott, and watching you all walk. So I want to send you my love right now because I have to get to a pre-existing event. I hate that because I love watching your pudding walk. But trust me, when I walk outside the stadium, I promise I will be walking like chocolate pudding is in my shoes. I promise you that. And by the way, graduates, if you feel like this speech is starting to make you hungry, you're wrong. It's not the speech. No, that hunger has been in you long before I ever showed up. That hunger, that's what got you through. Constantly hearing the voices of family and friends and bosses. You never come out with us anymore, homie. Daddy, how come you're always tired? Oh, you know you can't pass that course. You ain't that smart. You late to work again. Let me guess, you have to study. Dear God, please, please, please let mommy hurry up and get her nursing degree so she can come home and be our mommy again. That hunger is what got you through all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, today is no longer about the hunger. Today is finally about the feast. Feasting on the fruits of your labor today is not about the thirst. Today is about the toast. Raising glasses to pursuing the best version of yourself. Today is about celebrating the harvest of your hard work at this College of IT. Where you at? Where you at? That was built on the hard work for the working. This College of Health Professions, holla! That grows students who are grown. This teaching college, holla! That grinds out degrees for those on the grind. This College of Business, where you at? That lives to help those who have lived this new kind of you that works to no end to help students reach the end where graduates don't finish like stop. No, they finish like win. They don't stop or say win. They only stop at the end long enough to toss their cap, have a party, and then begin the next chapter of their journey. This time, stronger within, with the skills to know how to fall and get back up again, to hold your head high because you stay lifting your chin, because you've proven that your best version can better itself again. So this is not a speech to celebrate the first version of you. Oh no, this is a speech to celebrate you. Point two. I'm talking update and repeat like you. Point three, upgrade to even more like you. Point four, up level and multiply. This is you. Point five, surrounded by faculty and staff, kids and dads and moms who remind you to never stop short, always go long, and help you to finish strong like degrees made of Teflon and night owls telling the word never, please bring it on. Because this day you showed the world there's no storm you cannot weather. This is the place you proved there's no expiration on chasing forever. This is the moment this world learned the futility of telling you never, because today is when you put the world on notice that your best just got better. Thank you. Thank you, graduates. Congratulations. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Please give it up one more time for Sekou Andrews. I told you he would be amazing. My favorite part of being Chancellor is meeting all of you and hearing your amazing stories and all of your success in your life. Today, we have the privilege of hearing from two of your fellow graduates. Let me introduce them and then we'll bring them up. First is Rachel Davidson. Rachel is receiving her Bachelor of Science in Marketing Management, and she came all the way from Gonzales, Louisiana. The second student you'll hear from is Natalie Mohn. Natalie is getting her Bachelor of Arts in Special Education, and she's from Washington, Ording, Washington. Please help me welcome to the podium, Rachel.
A few years ago, when my oldest son was about 5 years old, he was hanging on my leg asking me, "Mama, can you play with me?" I responded with, "Not right now. Mommy is studying for her test." And he said, "But why can't you play with me?" I responded with, "Son, because I am changing your future. You won't understand right now, but you will when you're older." I was born in the Amazon region of Brazil and moved to Louisiana with my parents at the age of 10. Growing up, my parents supported my sister and me through several jobs and small businesses. Even as a young girl, I witnessed the importance of hard work. When I first entered adulthood, I didn't know how important that lesson would become. I met a good-looking man, we got married, and started a family. It seemed like smooth sailing until my family experienced tragedy in 2012. That year, as we were expecting our third child, my husband's position was eliminated. Not long after, we had to move away from the house we invested so much in. Our beloved family dog passed away, and to top it off, my husband experienced a very bad accident. It was this shocking reality that showed me how fragile and financial security could be. I embraced the concept that every setback is a setup for a comeback. My favorite NFL quarterback is Drew Brees. I've seen him conquer the game, even when the score seemed to seal the Saints' fate. I decided I would be that comeback quarterback for my team, my family, by earning a degree that would allow me to elevate myself and get us back on track to financial security. After I decided to pursue a degree in marketing at WGU, I wanted to be able to apply those skills to market on the internet. So I learned to build and design websites. And after several months, I designed my first website. The first business that benefited from my newly learned skills was my mother. She experienced a 70% increase in sales from the website I created. From that point on, I became hooked. I wanted to learn more. I imagined how many people I could help in my community just by helping them market their product. From my humble beginnings, I have been involved with several different businesses' marketing plan, including nonprofits and film. Thanks to my marketing degree, not only is my career thriving, but so is my husband's. I am now the marketing manager for his real estate investing company. None of this would have been possible if it were not for the unwavering support of my family, friends, and all of those who never stopped encouraging me along the way. There were times when I wanted to quit, but my program mentor, Courtney, told me that she would drive all the way down to Louisiana to make sure I didn't. I responded with, "Come on down. New Orleans has the best gumbos and beignets in the whole wide world." Thankfully, I didn't quit, and I saved Courtney her gas money. One of the greatest personal discoveries in my WGU journey is that the business of marketing is about people and what they believe. This was true yesterday, it's true today, and it will be true forever. You change beliefs through education and understanding, which builds trust in your brand. So as professionals, it is vitally important that we choose a great reputation over riches. In closing, I encourage you to chase your dreams wholeheartedly. Don't be afraid to go after what seems impossible. Always be open to learning and never stop improving, no matter what the road looks like. Congratulations, WGU students, on your great success. Thank you so much.
Growing up, school is always a roller coaster of success and failure, and all the emotions that come with it. I always seem to struggle with organization, completing assignments, turning in assignments, socializing with peers, and controlling my emotions. While elementary school was difficult in so many ways, it is also where I found my life's calling. Yes, at the age of 10, I found my purpose in life in special education. When you grow up in a small town like Ording, you move through grade school with the same kids year after year. This includes peers with disabilities. I remember one boy in particular, Cody. He had Down syndrome and would spend part of his day in my classroom every year since first grade. One day in the 5th grade, Cody asked me to walk him back to his other classroom and meet his other classmates. It was in that moment that my educational journey suddenly had a purpose. I started spending recesses, lunches, and the end of the day in Cody's class working with him and students just like him. These kids welcomed me with open arms, warm smiles, and genuine hearts. I'm so thankful to all of those who recognized my passion to work with students with disabilities at such a young age. Because of those who believed in me, I was able to peer tutor, TA, and mentor special education classes throughout my middle school and high school years and develop my passion for special education even more. Now remember those struggles and challenges I mentioned having. Well, it turns out there was an explanation for every one of them. During the summer of 2005, just days shy of my 13th birthday, beginning middle school and starting in a whole new school district, I was diagnosed through the University of Washington Autism Center with Asperger's and autism. I was diagnosed, and suddenly there were answers to things that had happened in my life that just couldn't be explained before. But my future had become a bit of a mystery. While I had successfully earned my AA degree at a local community college after high school, it wasn't without its own extreme struggles, hardships, failures, and tears. I needed to find a new approach to education, one that would be successful for me, and one that I could do by myself. I knew moving to a traditional university campus was not the fit I was looking for. I had just spent the past year living and working at Disneyland, and I knew I wanted to be closer to home where my family was. Plus, I really wasn't interested in the dorm life. Finding WGU is the answer to my lifelong question. How am I going to successfully become a special education teacher? I knew there was a way, I just had to find the way for me. My WGU journey has not been without struggles and hardships, but it has come with the most amazing support system built in that led me to achieving success. My first couple terms were rocky, but I finally found my rhythm and made it through my general study courses. When I started my program courses, the support of my mentor, Paulette, became crucial. Because of my rough start, I had my doubts. I didn't believe her because, see, I went through 4 program mentors in my time with WGU, and Paulette's words meant nothing to me in the beginning. Well, I'm happy to say she was looking at my whole 6 months.
Their love of their mentor with the kind of phrases that say, "She nearly drove me off a cliff." "She brought me to the brink of a breakdown." "She made me do 47 credits in 3 months." I'm starting to wonder whether this is student abuse rather than mentoring. But needless to say, I suspect that each of you would concur with the statement that you are here thanks to the love and service of a well-intentioned faculty program mentor. So let's hear it for all of your faculty mentors. Lastly, I just wanted to recount what Rachel had to share in her words to her son, that you may not know now, but I am working to change your future. There is a well-known statistic that the child of a college graduate is 10 times more likely to also finish their degree. So thank you to the 40% of you who are the first in your family to complete your degree. You are not only changing your life, but the life of your children and your children's children. So thank you. We will now recognize each of our bachelor's degree graduates. So would all of you, the candidates for bachelor's degrees and post-baccalaureate teacher preparation endorsements, please rise? That is all of you. Including those of you who are watching this via our live webcast, wherever you may be. It is upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree or endorsement you have earned, to include the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, or the post-baccalaureate teacher preparation endorsement, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may now move the tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations to the important milestone of your lives. Now you can be seated for the moment. And the following leaders from each of our colleges will now present the diplomas to our graduates. Rashmi Prasad, Academic Vice President, College of Business. Anmi Mayfield, Academic Programs Director, College of Health Professions. Elke Leeds, Academic Vice President, College of Information Technology. And Stacy Ludwig Johnson, Academic Operations Vice President, Teachers College. Rashmi.
Will the graduates from the College of Business, starting with the first row, please come forward at the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually.
Rebecca Dunnington.
Linda Dement.
Brian Smith.
Athena Sears.
Reniza Nisha.
Amanda Leonard.
Katie Hunter.
Neil Pedersen.
Jeffrey Pace.
Ashlyn Reese.
Kelly Boleyn.
Bambi Moran.
Catherine Rasmussen.
Belinda Ryder.
Aaron Blum.
Cynthia Petticlerk.
Arthur Jayankura.
Lori French.
Rachel Davidson.
Travis Minton.
Jill Vilasica.
Tom Engstrom.
Stephen Stewart.
Christian Bailey.
Jewel Thanasak.
Laurie James.
Rachel Harvey.
Rebecca Glenn.
Kelly Metcalf.
Deborah Heilman.
Aided Torres.
Katrina Jones.
Justin Muller.
Chelsea Taylor.
Nicole Weinberger.
Melissa Ann Troy.
Alan Hansen.
Geneva Ross Lyons.
Laura Fowler.
Michelle Renee Shelley White.
Donna Austin.
Clyde Bobb.
Paul Rucker.
Michelle Mitleiter.
Melvin Loyugan.
Lisa Mayo.
Kimberly Smith.
Miriam Nazario.
Shasta Myers.
Billy Morrison.
David Wilson.
Amanda Bocook.
Amanda Yulee.
Bethany Cox.
Gregory Anderson.
Desiree Lee.
Robert Jackson.
Jennifer Michelle Holmes.
Joshua Brackenhoff.
Teresa Ivers.
Jason Brackenhoff.
Adrian Roseberry.
Corey Lewis.
Michael Durham.
Jennifer DeGroot.
Cassandra Downey.
Deborah Fitzke Lane.
Gregory Mahler.
Fern Zimmerman.
Lorraine Musson.
Gerald Hayes III.
Devin Kappels.
Lillian Cattermole.
Taylor Hackle.
April Softner.
Jessica Galladay.
Jennifer Sitz.
Tani Seifert.
Elora Wykes.
Alexandra Figueroa.
Zoe Gilbert Barlow.
Stephen Kerbo.
Jacob Conley.
James Nielsen.
Alan Hoskins.
Sharina Schneider.
Rachel Davidson.
Jason Gardner.
Wayne Carmichael.
Gail Hopkins.
Karen Neal.
Denise Anderson.
Mary Palmer.
Kylie McMinamy.
Michelle Knox.
Breela Copeland.
Brandy Evans.
Kelsey Von Pussy.
Rachel Hardy.
Lisa Lobo.
Amy Retchless.
Audrey Ulrich.
Carlita Mendez.
Riley Greaves.
Troy Neal.
Kara Moore.
China Antrim.
Kayla Carpine.
Ryan Carlisle.
Adam Smith.
Wendy Anderson.
Jesse Lovato.
Jerusha Gray.
Gabrielle Klopatek.
Nicole Nishino.
Dale Murray.
Therese Wallery.
Kirsten Clifford.
Michael Robertson.
Katrina Vreeberg.
Christopher Bell.
Sherry Wilmette.
Richard Gillespie.
Ethan Hughes.
Ginger Anderson.
Katie Terrell.
Skeeter Lynn Shanelick.
Sean Isom.
Jacob Nolte.
Mercedes Phillips.
Erica Adams.
Denise Ross.
Cassidy Templeton.
Hannah Bachman.
Emarina Alberto.
Sarah Reeves.
Barbara Perdue.
Lydia Raska.
Grace Burt.
Saba Sheikh.
Sherry Gray.
Avriana Taylor.
Trevor McLaws.
Jennifer Durbin.
Jesse LaRue.
Cheryl Karpinski.
Rohan Gomez.
Jason DeJong.
Rachel Otto.
Tashino Koito.
Aaron Butler.
Diana Whitaker.
Simon Barros.
Oscar Powell.
Caroline Millet.
Andrea Nelson.
Michelle England.
Heather Gilligan.
Ryan Thompson.
Lori Huntington.
Jessica Mae Jennings.
Jessica Anderson.
Jerusha Bond.
Marco Gostelum.
Melissa Himes.
Ryan Horn.
Lucretia Claytor.
Dustin Berry.
Kimberly Landis.
Marcy Brown.
Jason Lee.
Rima Sin.
Andrew Huff.
James Egan.
Barbara Patton.
Jacqueline Estep.
Sarah Aslam Vaquero.
Tracy Huddleston.
Sean Barnett.
Joel Lester.
Smadar Holtzman.
Derek Allen.
Kara Beeman.
Cody Malnrick.
Charmaine Hampton.
Holly Clark.
Nicole Mankey.
Katrina Zozaya.
Ian Olson.
Lady Vilja Starkey.
Katoya Palmer.
Timothy Morehouse.
Jessica Ray.
Derek Ross.
Harper Peterson.
Laura Gallaty.
Shannon Holbrook.
Jaylene Latimer.
Craig Johnson.
Julie Sarchet.
Tiffany Myers.
Aaron Hayden.
Samantha Gibson.
Cristiano De Pasquale.
Stephen Curtis.
Ryan Perillo.
Rebecca Shryock.
Patrick Hernandez.
Jennifer Shepard.
Felicity Lape.
Morgan Callahan.
Jenica Callahan.
Danny Zane.
Michelle Siegler.
Jason Pimpite.
Kara Hackney.
Joseph Bennett.
Michael Jakubik.
Wilfred Senna.
Edgardo Barbeto II.
Peter Dykstra.
Catherine Chambers.
Brett Nelson.
Tim Camerata.
Jamie Turkla.
Alexandro Miroshin.
Cindy Ross.
Sean Quinn.
Manera Abdel Hamid.
Wendy Bryant.
Catherine McComb.
Becca Cole.
Damari Church.
Scott Cole.
Amber Denning.
Margaret Knight.
Cindy Frankie Knight.
Renee McGowan.
Miranda Ebelar.
Donita Winsworth.
Debbie Miner.
Lori Kossoff.
Leah Altimore.
Jason Carr.
Kayla Preby.
Karen Denise Goodlett.
Margaret Smith.
Lacey Jo Estes.
Carol Schneider.
Barbara Edkin.
Catherine Pfeiffer.
Brianna Horton.
Sarah Bell Rosenlund.
Angela Grout.
Jennifer Lavender.
Shanice Quinton.
Carrie Lynn Van Steenwyk.
Deidre Miller.
Suzanne Melendez.
David Stafford.
Anna Lubbock.
Nikki Pavlicek Walden.
Sarah Bell.
James Whiskeyman.
Maria Guerra.
Peter Huff.
Amber Clifton.
Lindsay Juma.
Andrea Langley.
Kuwait Dodson.
Deborah O'Reilly.
Tatiana Korkortatov.
Israel Medina Miranda.
Natalie Ryandinsky.
Michelle Smith.
Carrie Madden.
Nina Natterboff Dent.
Franklin Masteller.
Jennifer Hawk.
Daniel Decker.
Robin Levine.
Randy Netherland.
Justin Gomez.
Charisse Francisco.
Philip Brom.
Stephanie Robbins.
Jennifer High.
Leanna Olive.
Fernando Alfaro.
Carly Slagle.
Justina Lee Garcia.
Wendy LaBerge.
Cindy Duncan.
Mackenzie Coy.
Amanda Shadrick.
Kayla Lintz.
Sean Bierman.
Cynthia Moore.
Brianne Zaretsky.
Margot Maldonado.
Katricia Farley.
Vanessa Wolf.
Katie Roth.
Sandy Sparks.
Anna Muncaster.
Heather Joyner.
Shannon K. Dillon.
Tyler Jorgensen.
Ina Velichko.
Leland Farmer.
Molly Lickert.
Rose Hall.
Charlene Johnson.
Jillian Allen.
Catherine Miles.
Darren Stuck.
Erica Story. Rachel Murphy. Angela Robertson. Congratulations to all of the graduates from WGU's College of Business.
That's probably the biggest one.
Will the graduates from the College of Health Professions, starting with the first row, please come forward at the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually.
Noreen Rhodes.
Shane Silverman.
Christopher Martin.
Alicia Hunter.
Allison Duralius.
Irma Villalbazo.
Selena Ellingson.
Debbie Ream.
Lisa Lopez.
Myrna Tyam.
Bernice Beam.
Lynette Emanuel.
Hannah Lael Norwood.
Gagandeep Kent.
Calvin Michael Norwood.
Harvinder Tuhan.
Jennifer Kovac.
Hershey Mateo Olson.
Shelley Gay.
Jennifer Cadlick.
Dana Mason.
Allison Cathro.
Maricela De La Torre.
Christina McKinney.
Benita Newpain.
Marie Hudson.
Stacy Hansen.
Kasomi Zongo.
Sarah Namigade.
Sarah Peoples.
Heather Chippanera.
Jasmine Nictao Labilis.
Kaori Koya.
Jeremy Raber.
Catherine Scholl.
Kristen Van Cleve.
Michelle Goss Jackson.
Rahab Karani.
Philip Holman.
Marie Beth Heroff.
Tony Ann McKay.
Yesenia Gonzalez.
Michelle Sood.
Jesse McGill.
Nicole Roden.
Ramona Lake.
Liberty Rosas Belante.
Aaron Moberg.
Maria Wu.
Stephanie Crow.
Julie Levine.
Gwendolyn Waddell.
Jason Nagel.
Stacy Kinsel.
Amber Butler.
Wendy Ramos.
Heather Maldonado.
Meili Singh.
Paul Gerard Garcia.
Christina Morgan.
Tara Jetvig.
Ryan Tommuir.
Stephanie Surgeon.
Erin Nicole Hayes.
Karen Garcia.
Margaret Law.
Amanda Perez.
Paula Mullett.
Carolyn Nartnick.
David Wynina.
Elena Kramer.
Angela Lewis.
Marislava Dostin.
Jamie Conant.
Jamji Waters.
Christine Wilbert.
Helen Altamirano Tang.
Adrian Loverock.
Kanakwin Pandy.
Mandy Westervelt.
Melissa Gross.
Tiffany McLaughlin.
Elizabeth Schaltenbrand.
Regina Fedor.
Susan Law Compton.
Beth Schubert.
Yuki Kawai.
Jolynn Duddles.
Salim Solomon.
Sandra Savakinas Redmond.
Diana Massey.
Yvonne Page.
Teresa Johnson.
Tony Briggs.
Heidi Worster.
Mary Esther Leonard.
Caroline Yakundi.
Michael Rogan.
Marielle Vernezu.
Ramon Iniguez.
Elizabeth Brown.
Baman Cisse.
Deborah Quinto.
Barbara Peterson.
Rovi Balanzat. Juanita Zepeda. Brittany Martin. Melissa Randolph. Congratulations to all of the graduates from WGU's College of Health Professions.
Will the graduates from the College of Information Technology, starting with the first row, please come forward at the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually.
John Michael Yokas.
Wayne Tanner.
Jamal Lewis.
Ravinder Sandhu.
Sean Muir.
Charles Brulé.
Patrick Flynn.
Kevin Watkins.
Stephen Partridge.
Justin Kennedy.
Daniel Hall Jr.
Lara Mahaso.
Eugenio Baldi.
Brody Prestwich.
Armani Jofield.
John Melendi.
Marvin Finnemore.
Musanda Chimchamba.
William O'Reilly III.
Donald Denny.
Kyle Grosskreitz.
Ian Hunter.
Karam Hetal.
Alex Salisbury.
Tafiq Noorani.
George Ungrich.
Nicole Wilson.
Larry Dilly.
Justin Sievers.
Kendra Dotson.
Nathan Way.
Kimberly Hudson.
Meng Tao.
Shannon Nelson.
William Cumrouse.
Chris King.
David Osseray.
Mark Minoz.
Orlando Solano.
Brian Stogsdill.
Tim Harding.
Brad Kraling.
Alex Onischuk.
Jeremy Bestier.
Frederick Vandergeest.
Ryan Murray.
Christopher Carr.
Seth Francis.
Jordan Bludorn.
Wai-Cheng Peter Sai.
Robert Arona.
Nolan Gibb.
Fernando Trevino.
Timothy Bodine.
Cynthia Brower.
Daniel Tapaska.
Hussein Hamoudi.
Matthew Marshall.
Monique Berger.
Christine Wetch.
Peter Batia.
Ricky Lloyd.
Richard Wilson.
William Henningsen. Evan Gross. Paula Kavanaugh. Galen Bennett. Jeff Hunholtz. Joseph Shell. Peter Vu. Victoria Paul. Daniel Neff. Brian Austin. Alwyn Lewis. Solomon Victorino. Congratulations to all the College of IT graduates.
Where's the WGU's Teachers College? Will the graduates from the WGU Teachers College, starting with the first row, please come forward at the direction of the marshals to be recognized individually. Good job, everybody.
Michelle Wilson.
Christina Lint.
Nikki Gaddis.
Andrea Gruters.
Suzanne Robinson.
Novia Reeves.
Melissa Grigsby.
Susan Robbins.
Melanie Taylor.
Kristen Johnson.
Jillian Sponberg.
Tawny Sweet.
Bo Larson.
Christina Lowley.
Jessica Flower.
Brenda Boyce.
Natalie Mohn.
Jessica Allman.
Denton Thorbeck.
Willie Harrington.
Joelle Grinspan.
Stacy Lynn Schaefer.
Christopher L. Carpenter.
Caitlin Frackenpole.
Olivia Slifer.
Selena Lillenquist.
Savannah Fortney.
Charlie Roanhouse.
Corella Clark.
Melissa Capron.
Catherine Riley.
Rebecca Yadon.
Tonya Kidder.
Delta Heiberg.
Erica Rowe.
Kelly Peterson.
Melanie Young.
Courtney Dotson.
Kristen Roberts.
Susan Stoddard.
Denise Yates.
Jacob Nicholson.
Chantel Baird.
Hannah Francesca Abnuman Perez.
Michelle Pinson.
Christina Cherie Hansen.
Aubrey Cosmal.
Carrie Delogier Valencia.
Amanda Smith.
Chandra Geyer.
Melanie Bissonette.
Rachel Stanley.
Lindsay Henneke.
Aaron Fournier.
Sierra Brusso.
Ryan Bartels.
Sophia Reed.
Kostra Toll.
Cheryl Sullivan.
Amy Collins.
Jennifer Fultz.
Nichelle McLaws.
Elizabeth Bond.
Dawn Valley.
Marissa Coulter.
Stacy Maxwell.
Justine Lynn Locke.
Corinne Fisher.
Sorelia Marino.
Letitia Perez.
Julie Ann Wilski.
Amy Williams.
Ryan Rasmussen.
Aaron Murphy.
Kristen Spence.
Marguerite Beyer.
James Prater.
Kelly Cole.
Nathan Ferraro.
Ariel Godet Williams.
Angela Webb.
Melinda Smith.
Inda Hook.
Dulce Brazil.
Jennifer Bauer.
Caledonia Paulson.
Catherine Giltner.
Brianne Feeden.
Stephanie Lorenz.
Laura Niddle.
Natalie Noblin.
Brett Colley.
Lisa Taylor.
Gina Lovish.
Summerfield Stibbs.
Christy Thompson.
Ashley Painter Ellsworth.
Amanda Rowland.
Miranda Sanchez.
Kayla Hogan.
Sarah Miller.
Susan Noemi Hernandez.
Lorinda Bashirs.
Jacob Sisson.
Charla Yuschok.
Allison Riffle.
Elisa Lopez.
Leah Lorraine Wonders.
Jason Saslin.
Julie Foster.
Ratani Singh.
Andrew Ashworth.
Debbie Runyon.
Heather Yuzid-Alo Hubbard.
Jennifer Beatty.
Sharon Gonzalez.
M. Janae Lowry.
Nanette Sievers.
Kirsten Lee Hansen.
Stephanie Provost.
Emily Ring.
Natalia Cuevas.
Kim Schmidt.
Erica Castellon.
Greg Schmidt.
You Adrian, we did it!
Lydia Sagdigmer.
Cheyenne Moistner.
Mackenzie Berger.
Sarah Cherry.
Kayla McIndoe.
Tabitha Hayden.
Haley Fisher.
Jordan Matlock.
Shelley Marr.
Kendra Mazuka.
Avery Hilby.
Jaron Osterkamp.
Shelley Lawrence.
Sarah Reams.
Kara Filonov.
Christine Miles.
Chelsea Warrington.
Kristen Coda.
Emily Davis.
Amber Oliver.
Charles Lewis.
Aaron Christofferson.
Gloria Lewis. Eric Tierney. Robin Kipling. Stephanie Strawn.
Love the work you do also.
Marisa Coker. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Let's give them all one more last round of applause. Congratulations, everyone. Graduates, you now join the ranks of more than 154,000 WGU alumni worldwide. You'll be happy to learn that we have an active alumni community, and we invite you to stay involved, and you can visit alumni.wgu.edu to connect with fellow night owls. Please take advantage of the many benefits and resources available to you. For many of you, earning your diploma is the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. The academic degree you've earned at WGU will open doors for you and allow you to explore new opportunities. But it's important to remember that commencement is not the end. It represents that new beginning. I encourage you to explore your dreams, dare to discover and follow your passions, whatever they may be. And whatever you choose to do it well, and great things will follow. Learning is a lifelong journey, and one that is now a habit of both your mind and your heart. I urge you as you continue your journey to reach out to others in pursuit of their dreams. Identify meaningful ways to contribute to your communities and your neighborhoods, and help us find our way as a united country to a brighter pathway for our children and our children's children. Now, as is consistent with the time in which we live, we want to commemorate this moment with a selfie. So get your phone out. I have mine up here. I'm going to invite Chancellor Drake up here to take a selfie, and we get to have you in the background. So you guys can all take your photo too. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. That was nearly like taking selfies with my wife, who's like a foot shorter than I am too. I'm like usually like this. All right, as you celebrate on social media, please remember to use the hashtag WGUGrad. Congratulations again, graduates. This now concludes our commencement ceremony. And please remain seated until our graduates have filed out. Thank you and have a great evening.